This afternoon I'm going to talk to you about, do I sell my house on my own or do I have a realtor do it? Well, it's a great question. It's something that a lot of people struggle with when it's time to sell their house. First inclination is I want to get as much money as I can, so therefore I want to list it myself so I don't have to pay any commissions. Well, in theory that sounds really great, but from a practical standpoint and a statistical standpoint for that matter, the reality is that when you use a realtor, a home seller sells their home for a higher list price than if they were to sell it on their own. And you're probably wondering, well, how can that happen? Well, let me give you some examples. First off, let's say you go ahead and you list your home for you to sell on your own, and you actually get a phone call from a realtor who says, hey, I've got a customer that's interested in taking a look at your home. And you say, okay, well, what time? And you say, okay, that's a time that won't work for me. Oh yeah, well that's another issue. So you'll always have to be present for a home showing unless you want to put a lockbox on there and you're safe, you're comfortable with the idea of somebody getting that combination and walking into your house without you being there. Whereas if you're listing with a realtor, we have lock boxes, electronic lock boxes that tell us when someone's come in the home and when someone's left. But let me come full circle. So the realtor comes out with their buyer and they put in an offer and you accept it. Well, you're likely paying a commission already to the buyer's agent, and you're also now negotiating with a professional realtor who probably has some negotiating skills, who has talked you down off of your price. So all of that money you thought you were going to save, well, guess what? It's gone. So the next step beyond that is, okay, so now I have a contract. What do I do with it? Do I know how to read it? Do I understand the time frames? Do I understand what a loan contingency is? Do I know how much of a binder I need to accept from this buyer? What's reasonable? Or let's say the deal goes south. Well, what do I do then? Do I get to keep the binder? Do I have to get the binder back? What happens if it has to go to court? Who do I turn to? Again, all questions that a realtor has got experience in and can help in that scenario. Okay, so we're under contract, you've got the binder, and what are you going to do with the contract? Well, I hope you have a title company or an attorney that you've been working with so that you feel comfortable with turning that over to them so that they can go ahead and process the closing. So, okay, we've got that. So let's move forward to the next step. Home inspection. So the buyer does a home inspection and the buyer provides you with the report and it says all of these things are wrong, I want you to fix them. What do you do? What do you fix? What don't you fix? You know, if you don't fix it, is the deal going to blow up on you? Well, who knows? Again, one of the areas here is a realtor has some expertise in helping to negotiate what repairs may or may not be applicable. Let's move forward. We've gotten past the home inspection and now we're going to have an appraisal done, or the buyer is. The buyer does an appraisal and lo and behold, it doesn't appraise at the value that you're under contract for. So what do you do then? Do you have the knowledge and the wherewithal to go ahead and talk with the appraiser, provide him comps to justify the price? I don't know. I know a realtor has the capability of doing all of those things and then some. So in short, there's a lot of things that come into play when it comes to selling the home, not simply sticking a sign in your yard. So when that time comes, feel free to go ahead and give me a call or shoot me an email. I'm happy to help. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye-bye.